First up, you just the number. Yeah, but you're a senior and you don't know to do this. Take your opinion and
Green 2 for 1.
once asked me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
You don't have to postpone feeling your best. Aspirus has all the right protective measures in place, so there's no need to delay important screenings and procedures. Visit aspirus.org to schedule today. Because we love, we lead. Aspirus.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
She can't go two people down. And let me do it this well. No, we can still do it. Rotate, point, rotate, point. And do it over like that.
That's true. I know.
Everybody good? It's just kind of confusing now. Green, 2 for 1.
Timeout. former professional football player Bill Ferrario, and I had a career protecting quarterbacks in Green Bay and Madison. Now, when I need protection, I turn to the professionals at Marshfield Insurance. They help protect my home, auto, and business from disaster. With over 30 A-rated insurance companies to choose from and 24 agents, they're conditioned to give you great coverage at great rates. Plus, I keep them in tip-top shape. Let's go, premium boy.
It's really necessary.
No, but it sure is fun.
Nicolet Bank is now offering their Real Rewards Checking. Want your checking account to work for you? Sign up for the Real Rewards Checking and get 3% APY each month on account balances up to $10,000. Terms and conditions apply. Check out nicoletbank.com for more details.
You're playing a middle girl, that's all I know. No, they shouldn't be opposite. She put her in my She must be the lineup. No, it's the lineup. Yeah. Because you have both your outsides right now. Who's 8 and 7? Oh, here's. No, here's not. No, it should be Anna, no? Because Finley just. Well, yeah. Well, how they're setting it up like that, she can't. Yes, Anna Who do you have server? One. Yeah, there you go. I have two. Yeah, I like where you are. I can't believe that. Alright, let's go Colby. Alright. Okay, yeah, I need you later. I'm in the locker room. Alright, I'm gonna go change. That's right. Yeah, grab it. I'll get it. Well, technically right now, shoot it, sir. So she's in the right spot. Use it.
our setup. Lineup check. Is this 14 serving, right? I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I'll just write down like.
Let's go down to the
I don't want to steal your thunder.
Okay. It will hurt my feelings.
Swing a corner.
check, check. Check, check. No, we have to duplicate it. Oh, apologize. There we go. Didn't realize I cut it over there. That is my bad. Steve Ocknick, Sports on Focus, here with you today. And for our pregame, Wade Olmakin of the Hornets. This will be joining us shortly as we bring you rivalry volleyball. Probably two of the closest schools in the state. Abbotsford, Colby, taking the floor here at the Dick Gunderson Memorial Gymnasium. Taking a look at these two teams, both of them have been rough starts to the year. We'll start with the Abbotsford Falcons. They come in 6-4. They started out with a win over Manawa, lost to a much larger Fox Valley Lutheran, and then two more wins at the Wisconsin Rapids Invite over Sheboygan Falls and Neenah. Then went to the Marshfield Invite, went 2-3 with losses to Marshfield, Ripon, and Ladysmith before beating D1 at Schwabenon and then D2 Anago. And then came back in here beat Gilman on Thursday the 9th. Up in Gilman 3-0 and pretty convincingly on that one. That last game they played, we'll take a look here. 25-13, 25-22, 25-20. But they have yet to play in conference with a recorded game. They were supposed to play, they played Shawamigan on Tuesday. That score not in the official records. Colby, on the other hand, comes in. They are 0-6, but they went to the Stout, the Big Stout Invite, losses to Cameron, D1 Eau Claire North, D3 St. Croix Central, and Clayton. Also lost at a very good Edgar and at Athens on the 9th. So some tough losses for Colby. Interesting to see how they do as they get into conference play. They did play Spencer on Tuesday. Not loaded in here, but I do have those results. I'm going to pull those up quick as I look to find those. There we go. That was, as Matt pops up here in just a second, Colby won on Tuesday 25-12, 25-6, 25-18 is...
Are we going to...
We're going.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
I am fantastic.
Steven or Steve?
Either one.
Well, what do you prefer?
We'll go with Steve. It's easier to say.
Okay, Steven. Hey, everybody. Matthew Olmakin here for the Hornets S, and not to steal Steve's thunder. Steve, I don't even know why you invited me over here. You could totally handle this bird on your own.
I could, but it's not as entertaining as when you do it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
With my lack of knowledge and my high-pitched squeal, right?
Pretty much. Well, yep.
Okay. Well, so what have you talked about so far?
Just a little background on both teams. Both of them, obviously, Colby coming in. We were just talking about Colby coming in 0-6, but playing some tough opponents early on.
Yeah, it's been a tough schedule, and what's great, what's our Achilles heel, but what also is promising about this team, like glass half full kind of perspective, is that we have it's raw talent. There's some gals that have height, and they got the skill set, but, there's a relatively young presence on this team. There's a few freshmen that are going to be eventually rotated, like, later in that first set or second set. And there's going to be some fine-tuning. And plus, you got to remember, too, we had our head coach, and then right before school was about to start, he's like, I'm going back to Kenosha. And everybody's like, what? So they're finding their strides, but it didn't help that, there was a few games where they literally ran into a buzzsaw. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. But I know a few of these players. I would say like a quarter of these players, I played against them in Colby San Volleyball League that happens during the summer. And like I said, there's some good players. Like Brett Schmidt, she's a hustler. She's a great position for libero for this Colby squad. And then I figured her first name, her last name is Thompson, number 12 there, coming up into the warm-ups. She's one of those raw talent people. She's a freshman. She's going to be something special later on.
Savannah Thompson.
Savannah. Savannah? So if you wanted to, I don't know, where's your camera pointed at? Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see that. There's a guy that's running around in cargo shorts. Nobody's worn cargo shorts since Nam, but that's my middle brother Wade down there. So that's the guy that's with us when we're doing play-by-play. Wade was supposed to be up here with us, but about a few weeks into this season, they said, we need a C coach. And Wade's like, no. And then they said, please? And he's like, okay.
It's always that please, isn't it?
Oh, you know what that means? I have this playlist timed out to 20 minutes. So that means that we're going to be doing starting lineups. So, Steve, if you don't mind, I'm going to go do my thing down there, and I'm going to buzz back up.
Sounds good. We're going to keep the mic on. We'll hear Wade, we'll hear Pat's introductions, and then we'll be back with
Well, we'll see how I do.
right up in just a moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nick Gunderson Memorial Gymnasium here in Colby, Wisconsin, home of your Colby Hornets. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. Welcome once again to Colby High School for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Abbotsford Falcons as they face your Colby Hornets. Let's take tonight's starting lineups. And with the visiting Falcons. Number 4, Stephanie Espino. Number 5, Olivia Hamill. Number 6, Lydia Arnoldson. Number 8, Cindy Leteska. Opposite. There we go. Yeah, opposite room. Number 9, Bridget Bogaczynski. Number 14, Haley Sweet. And tonight's libero, number 16, Adriana Fuentes. And your head coach, the Wayne Fleischman.
All right. Wade makes his way back up. Makes his way back up here. Got to give credit. Volleyball is probably the one sport, along with like cross country, you can get the most creative with the uniforms.
Oh, man. It takes great skill set to do all these things that I do, and all the meanwhile, wearing flip-flops.
Best shoe to wear.
It is the world's footwear, the flip-flop. All right, well, Steve, how do you want to roll this out?
You do your thing. I'll pipe in when I need to.
Okay, thank goodness, because I'm just going to talk as I'm looking at stuff, and then I'm going to look at you and ask, what just happened here? Here's the starting serve. Gets to the back row. It's a nice pass up front. Set to the middle. Oh, and it's blocked by Vigut. And a nice return by Abbotsford. And Brett trying to get underneath it. Gets to that back line. Point to Abbotsford.
That's one of those times where you just catch that unlucky break where that ball just sails a little bit on you.
Absolutely. Thompson with a nice set there. Off to the line. Oh, a great hit. What a great cut. Getting away from the block with authority. That was a great set by Thompson.
Absolutely.
This is also something with Colby where they're doing a little bit of soul searching, finding that setter. So they're giving that Thompson a shot at this. Even though she's going to be a great presence as a blocker, well, it's helpful that she's up front to begin with, but they're going to give her a shot at setting in that first round. That first set was a dandy. Ooh, nice. Short set, or serve, I should say. Oh, Kaya trying to bump it. Gets wrangled back in. Send it back over. Abbotsford gets right back to work. Big swing by 6. Thompson with the recovery. Wilner sending it to the back line. Here it comes back to Abbotsford. Lots of scrappy ball going on. There's a set. Oh, and a big swing by Wilner. She's one of those gals that's got a big swing. Oh, big blocks by Colby. Oh, and that is one where you stick your arm out and you're like, ugh. Ricochet. Here's something fun that you see on here. So we got two really rowdy student sections in a fun way. You got the Abbotsford side there that's wearing jerseys. Oh, it must be basketball or sports theme night.
Sports. You see some football jerseys in there too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to baseball, basketball. So here's the thing. Colby, Abbotsford, there's been a long-standing rivalry between the towns because Abbotsford was a city, we always stayed a town, so there was always that. But then, you know, the school sports would always play against each other. Well, but there's been a lot of, and there's a nice cut. Wow, getting away from Thompson. What a great swing. Great vision. And point goes to Abbotsford.
One of those times where everyone thinks volleyball's power, and that was definitely more placement, finding that open spot on the floor. And
everybody forgets small ball is powerful in volleyball. Nice swing by Thompson there. That's the thing. She doesn't have to elevate. She's just so tall. She's like, I got this, and she's on top of it. But what I was saying before is that a lot of our sports molded together, so it's Colby, Abbey co-ops, but there's still some stuff that's separate. So these kids still have that rivalry, but it's more playful now. Like it's like cousins playing together than what it used to be when I was in school, when it was just like you did not talk to anybody from Abbotsford. That's just the way it was. Or we both could agree you don't talk to anybody from Medford, because that was the other big rivalry. Yeah, Steve, yeah, I was going to say you probably remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially as much Medford sports as you guys cover.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's get back to the game. Deep serve, back row, gets wrangled up. Hit from the back row. Number 9 with a nice set in the middle. Oh, it barely avoids the speakers. That's a nice pass. Wilner. Oh. She was trying to finesse it, and what is her number? She's been all over. Oh, boy. Brazita?
Which number?
Number 2 for Abbotsford. Brazita
Escalara.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Great block.
Oh, they're going to get him in the net. Just as you mentioned her, she gets in the net. Announcer's curse.
Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Madden curse.
Very similar.
I'm on the cover. Now my season's over. Wilner, great swing. What a serve. I promise, Mom and Dad of Brazita, I am not going to talk about her anymore. That was error number 2. Colby command. 1. Wow. Oh. Slowly pulling away. This is the thing about Wilner from the sand volleyball court days. She has got a tremendous swing because half of it is about the comfortability of putting enough force on it and having the control, and she has that. Oh. Wilner with a great serve. It's one of those, is it in or is it out? You could tell the libero was straddling that line, and she only had a split second because of the velocity of that ball, and she had to make a snap decision.
For sure, and those are the tough ones. You know, you want to make that decision, and you don't want to be wrong.
Well, that's where it gets tough because then you're just like, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But the thing is, like with these line courts, like you're at the mercy of what those line judges see. And it's really, that ball could be out, but sometimes it's really hard to make the decipher. What a great save by Brett, trying to bring it back. Oh, goes the opposite way. Trying to steer that back into the center court so that it could get lobbed over, but it got away from her a little bit. Libero or libero? What would you say?
Ooh.
Oh, it's a line drive. And hits Castillo in the face. She's laughing it off, though. She's like, great. That was on TV. Serve to the back center line. Set outside. Goes deep. Wrangled back in by Abbotsford. Oh, thought about setting. Sends it back, trying to catch him napping. Quick set by Colby. Oh, it's going to go back corner, and that lands in. That was a great spot.
Can you use an old baseball adage there?
Who did?
I'm going to.
Oh, yeah.
There's a good rule in volleyball. It's similar to baseball. Hit it where they ain't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody thinks small ball is just like these short little dink and dives. It's like you just said. And then talk about dink it and dunk it. How about some just raw power? Wilner getting a great set. I would dare say that she's there. That's probably your top attacker right there for Colby. Here comes Brett Schmidt. Delivery and the serve. No spin on that ball. Did you see that?
That is a tough thing to do.
Oh! And for the love of elevation, Haley Soik just going to cloud 9 and sending that ball over the top of the blockers, and it's going to land gently right behind that back row. See, that's the hard part is that when you're the back row, you got to give that front line some space because you got to be able to react to those ricochets, those intermediate blocks off the fingertips, and you want to be able to wrangle those back in because if it's going to sail out of bounds, its last touch, you got to bring that back in. So that's why you want to play that back line, but that's where a tall team can kill you because they could just get right behind you with those little dunks. Deep out point. Colby 11-9. I knew this was going to be a close game.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't want to lose to the other one, even if it's a little more friendly. You just don't want to.
Hometown rivalries right here. A lonely stretch. A small stretch of Highway 13 separates them. And Vigut says, enough of this, and brings it to 12-9, Colby.
I gotta say, they're probably the closest schools outside of like being in the same city.
Serious?
I think they might be.
Because everything else is probably joined, like Stanley Boyd and...
Pretty much.
Oh! You can see now with Brett as libero, as you're floating around, she was in that weird spot where she wants to play that up front, but then you got to protect that back line. So instinctively, if that's somewhere between your waist and your shoulders, you're going to go for it. But that was a little bit on her shoulder line. She should have just let that sail out. But sometimes you forget exactly where you are as you're running around. Sends it deep to the back corner, trying to see if they can disrupt Colby's setup. And, oh, wow, a scrappy play by Abbotsford, but it goes out of bounds! Great vision by Brett. She was watching that like a water boiling in a pot.
And great job by Abbotsford even getting that one over the net.
Oh, what scrappy play by Abbotsford. Yeah, great ball control. All right, so let's play some of this.
And we're going to take a quick break while we get a timeout. Abbotsford. We'll be back right after this.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
Are we done with that commercial break?
We are.
Who was on that commercial break?
That was, I don't even remember.
I bet they're doing a great job, though.
Oh, Ameriprise Financial in Marshfield.
Oh, man, if you want to get some financial, legit, institutionalized advice, you got to go to those people. Oh, and there's a block off the hands of Vigut. Can't wrangle it in. She had those hands go straight up. What you want to do is you want to have your hands start out wide, cup them inward. So when that ball wants to ricochet off, it goes and deflects inward. Set, tight, set, Wilner. Making it work. Oh, and there was a nice soft hit by Olivia. Goes right off the blockers. No dig by Colby. Point goes to Abbotsford, and ooh, you smell that? I smell a momentum shift. 13-12. Inadvertent. Oh, and it's saved by Brett. Sends it deep. What a recovery. Here comes Abbotsford. Olivia, outside corner, goes in the net. No block. Wow. Brett is playing with that and vinegar. She always hustles, but she is, that braid is a power braid on her hair. She is just running around. Vigut with a nice serve. Dead center. That was Lydia that was trying to get that pass up to the front center, but just did not work out. 15-12. Here's Vigut. Oh! So here's what she likes to do. She likes to do these really tight serves where it barely crests the net, or if it hits that net, it bounces over to the other side.
The net's a fickle thing.
I was about to say is like those serves are like impossible to defend, but they only last for so long. Great hit by Thompson right there. Abbotsford trying to catch Colby off guard. Here's the set, hit by Wilner. Corner, recovered. Here's the set, Olivia not going to take it, but it's number 14 instead. Soik! Oh, that's my elevation girl. Great heads up play by her. Way to get tall. 15-14. Steven is just speechless. Thompson, great set, outside. Wilner tries to get it to the corner. There's the next set. Spike from Olivia. Big block by Thompson.
When you have somebody that can block like that, it changes the whole game.
What's that?
If you have somebody that can get up there and get those blocks like that, all of a sudden now you're looking at more of those soft tosses over. Oh!
And it goes out of bounds. Stephanie was trying to get on top of that. That's the thing is like, when you're getting blocked and stuff like that, it's like it knocks the wind out of you. Like it's the wind out of your sails. Thompson, wow, power serve. Number 9 sending it up. Unsoik wanted to swing at it, but it went a little bit too far to the outside, and she tried to change it up to bump it over, but not over the net. Oops.
Somebody got
caught him sleeping. Another great serve by Thompson. She is on a mission.
You know, and I don't think she's given the same type of serve yet this run. Every serve's either been a different location or a different style, or.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You kind of, what you want to do is you kind of like test the waters on that defense, and you don't want to just keep. If you really know it's a for sure thing, you can keep sitting in the same spot, but a defense, especially a team like Abbotsford, they're going to respond quickly. So that's why you want to keep it rotating. Especially if you can power serve. Oh! Castillo trying to get underneath it, but didn't do any of the uplift to the arm.
Nope.
Oopsie daisy.
I think that was more just I hope I get to it so it doesn't land on its, at least we touch it.
That's the technical term. Set. Wilner. Blocked. Oh, lots of back and forth. Set to the outside. Olivia, big swing. Decker can't get on top of it. Goes to the outside point, Abby. 19-17.
Every time you think Colby's going to pull away, Abbotsford's got something in them to get them back close.
They do not want to go away. Ooh, that's a big break that Colby wanted to have. They wanted to get back into that rotation, get some momentum back on this side. Oh, and you couldn't ask for anybody better to be serving. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. Here comes Wilner. Great serve into the net. Pogaczynski trying to recover it. Not going to swing her way. 21-17.
Nothing much you can do there. A good serve like that.
Yeah, on these, especially when you have a tight spin like that, you really just pop it up into the air. So we had a call. Steven.
Double hit.
There you go. And the student section, they're re-verifying. Yes, you can't do that. I'm glad that they chant that out for everybody. Big, tall set, Olivia. Good swing. Here it comes to the outside. Big swing by 10. What a cut. Sophia Fontoya. Fontoya? Foreign exchange student. I think.
Oh. Nope.
Gosh, I can't remember. Maybe not.
Abbotsford's going to take their second timeout already. We'll take it with them.
Good job. Buttercup, baby, are we back on live? Giving the thumbs up. There we go. Tight game-ish. Colby trying to put this one away to get into the second set. Deep serve. Gets popped up. Great set. Nice swing by Olivia. Off the speaker. Good recovery. Oh! She's tall. You can't teach height.
Nope. And that's just one of those tough breaks, and you got to play it off the ceiling wherever it lands.
Yeah, you got to be quite heads up. You always got to try to bounce ahead of the next gal. Here's the set. Sophia.
Nope. Ooh.
And wow, what was the call there?
Double. I think it was a double on that initial play.
Double your pleasure, double mint gum.
Well, game point.
Wow, and just like that, Colby staring down a one. Serve. Pogaczynski with the set to Zoik. A nice up there. Wilner. She's like, takes a swing at it and he hits the line! No way!
Well, they're bringing everybody over.
The coach is red hot on Abbotsford. By, what is his name again? Lee Schreiber.
Oh, they give it to him.
Chad Austin says, nope, that was in. That was tight. That literally had to hit the corner of the line, and I'm like, way the hay up here.
Well, they had a better view than we did, so.
No, I get that, but wow, that was close.
Oh, I mean, and that's perfect placement. That's exactly where you want to put a ball in that situation, is in that corner, furthest away from anybody. I mean, that was absolutely perfect play there.
Man, if you feel like you could drop it on a dime, yeah, absolutely, you go for line. But man, that was razor tight. So that was pretty good. Yep. So what are we doing next, Steven?
We are going to take a break and get set for game number 2 coming up in just a moment.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere.
being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit, as most companies are, so we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
Nicolet Bank is now offering their Real Rewards checking. Want your checking account to work for you? Sign up for the Real Rewards checking and get 3% APY each month on account balances up to $10,000. Terms and conditions apply. Check out nicoletbank.com for more details.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
And we're back. Steve, you're doing such a great job with that camera. And I don't know what else you're touching. The mouse. Vigut sending it right over. Nice up by Sophia. There's a set going right back to her. Nice swing. Recovered by Abbotsford. Whoa. I was hearing myself through the YouTube link. That was weird. All right, Colby's trying to see if they can corral this back up, but right now it's just kind of like back and forth scrap volleyball. It's just like the backyard barbecue right now. Oh, and somebody touched the net, but nobody's going to call it on that one. Great spot. What a great cut by Kennedy. Great pass to Kennedy. Set to Vigut. Trying to see if we can find that closing play. Soik sending it forward.
In the net.
There was a call there, but it's still Abbotsford ball.
Yeah, one of the Colby blockers got in the net.
Oh, they called that one. That's cool. Wilner, great pass. There's a set to the center. Abbotsford getting right back to work. Here it comes up. Oh, that was an inadvertent swing by Kennedy. She was like, I'm going to take advantage of that ball. But, you know, sometimes you hit the ball, sometimes the ball hits you. Kennedy, back set to the libero. Great swing. Abbotsford is not having any of it. They are digging every single ball here. There's a block by Abbotsford, but Olivia is acting stunned. She's like, wait a minute.
I don't think she saw the block. And
No.
The net.
She was on it. She actually, she reeled back. Here's a serve. Oh, Olivia. Wow. Olivia getting right underneath, and then Stephanie almost gets it over the net. That was an almost. Wow, 2-2. This is a hard-fought 2 points right here. Holy moly.
Nothing easy in a rivalry like this.
No kidding. Oh, and there's a block. Not really. Gets through it, lands in. That Lydia Carlson, she's coming on. I'm actually going to remember her name this time. She's been getting the ball quite a bit here. Nice pass by Brett. Great set. Thompson. Big swing. Blocked. Wilner gets right underneath it. Keeps it alive. Abbotsford getting to work. Big block by Thompson and Vigut.
In the net.
Oh, no, but an in the net call. Abbotsford fandom teasing the Colby fandom, saying ha ha he he. That is just not nice. Getting to work. Thompson. Great cut. Oh, too much mustard on it, though.
You know, if that one doesn't catch the net, that probably drops in.
That's what I was expecting, that it was going to lose some momentum, or one of the Abbey players was going to nix that. A little bit miscommunication between Thompson and Wilner. Brett saying, you stand over there. And you stay there. You stand there. Abbotsford still serving. Not anymore. Announcer's curse. I just got to say more things about Abbotsford, maybe. No, this is a mutual game. We're both enjoying it. Abbotsford in the lead, 6-3. Olivia dinking and over the top. Wilner sending it right back. Abbotsford trying to get right back to work. Big swing. Wilner gets underneath it. Goes up in the air. They got to send it over. Great heads-up play right there by Kennedy. Olivia outside roll. Oh, wow. I thought that was a block on their side, but apparently that was our side. Huh?
Nope, just snuck down the net.
Unbelievable. It was good blocking. Just did not go our way. Oh, that's a quick set. Wow, and it's cascading. Yep, Colby's got to take a timeout.
And we will take it with them. 8-3 Abbotsford game 2. We'll be back right after this.
You don't have to postpone feeling your best. Aspirus has all the right protective measures in place, so there's no need to delay important screenings and procedures. Visit aspirus.org to schedule today. Because we love, we lead. Aspirus.
Hey, we're back. Was that Aspirus on the commercial right there?
That it was.
Wow, they got great facilities there. That's where Preston. Preston, you were born at a hospital for Aspirus. Yeah, my son doesn't remember. Here we go. Straight up. Kaya trying to track it down. Finally gets it over. Oh, big swing. Did anybody touch it? That was Haley Soik. And no tachi. Colby getting the break that they madly needed. Vigud at the helm. Let's see if they can go on a tear. Nice pass. Pokaczynski sending it up. Oh, man. That was Decker. Got her hands on it. Didn't force it back over, and Thompson couldn't recover fast enough. 4-9. Here comes Pokaczynski. The only reason I know that last name is I went to school with an Eric Pokaczynski. Part of the Marine Corps now. Big swing by Thompson. Gets wrangled by Abbotsford, sending it right back. Kennedy with the set to Wilner. Big swing. Did anybody touch? Nope. Goes out of bounds. So on that last swing, what she didn't do so much, what she was doing on the other ones, she didn't have that snapping of the wrist and follow through. Oh, great. That was a great dig by Thompson. Goes up, and what a great heads-up play, and I didn't catch who it was.
2.
That was number 2 in your programs, Brazita. Uh-oh, here we go. Last time I talked about her. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Here we go. Set. Middle. Decker. Tries to go over top of the blockers. Does it. Pokaczynski wrangling it back. In and a dig. No. Left some skin on the court. Oh. 4-12. Abbotsford.
Every 50-50 ball is going against Colby right now.
Yeah, that's the thing is that we're not contesting or being aggressive at the net anymore. Goes up. Middle. Wilner. Abbotsford is... oh, no block! Point to Colby. Abbotsford is getting way more aggressive at the net, and Colby does not have the answer quite yet.
And they really haven't been able to force the issue, because I think in that first game, Colby was so aggressive at the net. Abbotsford was always on that back foot, just trying to get the ball back over.
Yes.
This game, it's the opposite.
Yeah, Abbotsford is playing with authority. Oh my gosh! That was Brasida almost running into Board of Education member Todd Schultz, also for the Tribune phonograph. almost lost his popcorn. Now he's eating it faster than ever so it doesn't spill. Big set here to Soik. Gets blocked. Abbotsford recovers once again. Great pass by Thompson. Oh, that's going to be a dandy. Wilner dinks it over. Great pass by Brett. Whoa, and it's a line drive sent over by Kennedy. When you're a coach and you see that, you're like, what? Because you want to see the setup of the play. But that was a line drive, and you were almost kind of glad for it because Abby was not expecting that. Big serve. Oh.
Fraction of an inch from going over.
Yes. Gosh darn it, as they would say. So we have a substitution. Thompson going out of the game. And your player now is Fabiola Castillo. She's going to be upset when she hears I mispronounced that. Oh, what a great dig by her. And another bump. She's all over the place. Brett, big swing. Abbotsford coming down with it. They are just being scrappy. Big swing by Brazita. Right? Brazita?
I believe it was, yes.
Brazita. Let's not call the whole thing off. So Abbotsford's in the lead. Back set. Decker trying to go up and over. You got to swing the shoulders. She elevated, she was right there, and she was on top of it, but when you snap that wrist, you got to swing your shoulder into it. Oh, inadvertent set. Brazita. Wow, that was out.
Just missed the line.
Wow.
It was the right play, just a little too much on it.
You know, sometimes when you have those, it must be my birthday balls like that, where it goes up like that, you put so much mustard on it. Sometimes they just sail out of bounds. There's a set. Wow, the swing by Sophia, not going to make it. 8-16. I was going to tell you a minute remaining as a gag. Soik, serving. Kennedy setting up, and Brett didn't know that Castillo was right there. They laughed it off. Brett not laughing so much.
And that's one of those communication things that more than anything will drive a coach nuts.
You gotta just scream it out like mine. Mine. Like those seagulls in that one movie.
Finding Nemo.
Wow, it's just the errors and the mistakes are just cascading now on the Colby side here.
You know, again, as a coach, you can handle just getting outplayed a little bit. It's the unforced errors like this that you're seeing.
Yes. Well, and here we go. Sophia. Wow, Sophia sends a line drive, but then big blocks by Brazita and Sydney. Timeout called.
And we're going to step aside. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, this is Jason Miller from US Cellular and Northside Computers. We're currently celebrating our 25th year of doing business here in Marshfield. All the money that has been spent here is spent at other establishments that we do business with. We employ local people. We've sponsored numerous North Youth Apprenticeship programs and sponsored sporting events and other things of that nature. Of all the places you could purchase a cell phone or a computer from, we want to thank you for doing business with us.
Nicolay Bank is now offering their Real Rewards checking. Want your checking account to work for you? Sign up for the Real Rewards checking and get 3% APY each month on account balances up to $10,000. Terms and conditions apply. Check out nicolaybank.com for more details.
There you go. Turn me back up, baby. Steven, you were cutting it close right there, but we had to get that commercial in for Nicolay Bank, your local hometown bank. They got one here in Colby. It's a great branch. You walk in there, they got the history of Colby cheese and really fancy murals. You got to check it out. And open up a bank account. Wilner with a nice dig. Swing! Makes her pay. No! Lydia Carlson makes her pay. 20-8. Abbotsford just laying the wood down.
Man, hit those little doors under the stage so hard it popped open.
Good thing nothing ran out, huh? I always wonder what they store down there. It's chairs. When I was a senior, they allowed me to crawl underneath there. There's nothing good down there. Sophia sending it deep. So what Colby's trying to do right now is that they're like, okay, I'm really getting sick and tired of getting blocked. So what they're going to try to do is attack that back line. But that's the thing is that you got to have the height and you got to have the ball control. You got to be able to put that spin where that ball's going to drop. But these are just sailing straight out. Back set. Oh! We have a new player in the game. Gosh, let me see. What's her number? 7. Sydney Affelbeck. Nope. Kylie Garcia.
Colby catching a break there. That one, I don't think it actually hit the floor. Officials called it that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll take it. Goes into the student section. Back out of the student section. Kennedy. Here comes the set toward the center. A lot of scrappy ball right now. Abbotsford trying to get a big swing, and she does. Brett was out of position. She was playing too far to the left. It was set to the middle, and she had support to her left. She should have snuck in to the middle a little bit. Great up by Wilner. Here's a second. Kaya sent it down. Gets blocked. Sydney Affelbeck gets a hand on it. Another big swing. Lydia Carlson.
And Abbotsford's size right now is really just dominating. They're able to get up and get over those blocks like that.
All of a sudden they look tall. And you're like, wait, they were this tall. Inadvertent pass by Brett. Sophia can't do nothing with it. Colby just looking to see if they could just get out of this set so they could focus on set number 3. Lob set. That's a double hit. Even if you're losing like that, you can't make that mental error.
No, that is just more than anything, I think, just saying, all right, that was almost like, all right, let's just get out of here. We're going to lose this one. Let's move on to the next one. I know the coaches don't like that, but sometimes players may.
Yeah, I mean, Brett is the vocal leader on that squad. And you can see that she was just like, come on, man.
Yeah, Colby, it's amazing.
Here, zoom in on my brother. Here, quick. So that's my brother there in the cargo shorts. So he's the C team coach, but he is like, you've heard him talk before, Steve. He's Mr. Volleyball, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Wade this is his bread and butter. He's got a vein popping out of his neck right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I imagine the things that he's talking about right now is that you got to keep the mental focus and you got to keep your positions, meaning that you got to be mindful of where you are on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. And, keeping position 1 and 2, there was a lot of timing issues. A lot of times when you saw a player go up and they were coming back down by the time the ball got to them, where they weren't timing their leaps right on those attacks. And it'll be interesting to see if they can fix that, because they weren't doing that game 1.
No.
And it's almost like there's a big switch in the floor and they just flipped it to the other side, and Abbotsford was timing everything right and they were starting to have issues.
Yeah, see, these go into ebbs and flows. All of a sudden one thing is working and it starts clicking and then it just starts cascading. What happened here with Colby though is that they got behind and they just the harder they tried, the more train wrecks that they were running into. So quite honestly, what you need to get back into the rhythm is you got to play loose and relaxed. Ask any athlete. You have a focus, but when you're playing loose and relaxed, these natural abilities you have and your instincts take over. If you start focusing on specific mechanics and things like that, then you forget those instincts and it just doesn't work out.
You got to play it. It's the instinct. It's the just react. I think they were almost overthinking everything a little too much. I think a couple of those plays where that ball split players too started getting in their head a little bit like, oh no, wait, I need to be there because last time the ball was here,
yes,
there was a slip, somebody slipped or there was an issue, and
they just got to be more. They got to just start, because in the first game they were very reactive of shifting to those blocks. They knew the blockers were coming up and they knew where the gaps were. So like that's just like your quick 2-step shift to try to bridge that gap. But on this one, their feet were a little bit heavy.
And I mean, worst case, best case scenario, you win the next 2, you go out, come out of here 3-1. Either side, really. I mean, this is a crucial game because being up 2-1 is way better than being down 2-1.
That's true. Whoa, big swing and a recovery. It's looking nice. Oh, and it's out.
Oh.
Man.
It was the right play, and
hey, they got the look that they want. They just keep digging, keep firing away. Great pass. Here's the set. You gotta talk.
Yep.
Wade is ready to eat his hat because he's ready to yell out, "You gotta talk."
Oh.
Wilner chasing after the ball.
That one would have been out. And there again, that's that communication from teammates again. It's hard to see when that ball's coming at you, but if you're off to the side, it's a little easier to see if that one's gonna clear out.
There's that pass we needed. Here's the set. Kaya, deep. The libero gets underneath it and he goes over to Sydney. Thompson with a nice set. 2 hits. Double. Colby in trouble. 4-0. Did you like what I just did there?
I did.
I wrote that down. Abbotsford still on the attack. Send it straight up. Colby talking a little bit more. Oh, and is it going to go over? That was carry, right?
Yes, it was.
If you saw the ref, he wasn't saying butter my arm. He was saying that's a carry. There's a break that Colby needed, 1-4. Very manageable. Great serve by Sophia. Outside set. Trying to get underneath it. Sends it right over to the time clock keeper. Almost hit Mr. Hagan.
He needs to be in good shape for tomorrow. Better be careful.
What's that?
Coach Hagan needs to be in.
Oh, yeah. Ball's high. Kaya trying to bring it down. Sophia. Nice pass. Tops it to the outside. No. Out of bounds. What'd you think of that last hit, Preston? Still in his football practice garb. Big serve. There's a set. Wilner.
There again, it's that timing issue. The point before, Thompson was a little late. That time she was a little early. And
she's just got to keep swinging. She's going to get her rhythm again. Right in the middle of the Vigoon and off the hands of Sydney. Trying to go up for the block. Well, goes up for the block, but it deflects off. Lands in. Colby with a point. 2-7. Kaya with a big swing there. Set to the outside to Olivia. Off the hands of Decker. Decker's got to arch those hands down. The way I always like to explain when you're blocking and you get those hands up, you want your hands like you are ready to grab a cliffside because you want to corral that ball back in. You can't just put your hands straight up in the air if you can help it. Colby Phantom is trying to get Hornet Nation charged up. There's a big swing and it's off the hands of the blocker.
No.
Wow. Not called. Goes out of bounds. 2-9. That's a great pass by Brett to Thompson. Going to the deep corner. That's a good spot. Free ball. Let's see if Colby can get to work. Nice set. Wilner. Big swing off the hands of the blockers. Olivia gets blocked. Thompson. Welcome back to the game. 3-9. I'm shouting for excitement.
And that's exactly the kind of play that can get a team back in a game, and that's another one.
Back-to-back points by Thompson. 4-9 now.
You know, and when Colby was doing well that first game, the back line for Abbotsford was having issues off the serve and wasn't letting Abbotsford really set up an offense.
Absolutely. She's going after the libero. Free ball. Brett with a nice pass. Colby getting to work. There's a new setter in town. That's a great spot. Who's our new setter? Wow, is that Georgia Weiland? Is that how you say her name?
Which number?
Number 3.
I would say Georgia Weiland.
Wow. Another big serve! Oh, ace! Thompson laying the one down. It's a whole new ball game. Abbotsford in the lead with 3, but they're back, baby.
4-0 run for Colby, and it's all been on the serve. You know, that's that. You know, they're back to that point where they're getting those bad bounces to Abbotsford off that back line, and right as soon as they do that, Abbotsford gets completely out of sorts. And now instead of getting a hard hit and you're trying to recover, you're just getting something sent over to you, and you can set your offense up. That's been huge for Colby here.
Well, Abbotsford is go over there. They are loose. They were just dancing to Cotton Eye Joe.
I mean, DJ's doing a good job tonight.
Who, the DJ?
The DJ, yeah.
Well, we'll get a full report. I usually get a few moms and dads that tell me how I do. So we'll see how I did. Cotton Eye Joe works better in a gymnasium, I found, than a football field. Isn't that weird?
It is.
I can't explain that. Wow! What a great play. Right in the dead center in the, basically the void of that Hornet defense. 6-10. Abbotsford in double digits now. Georgia is still at center. Great set! Wheeler gets blocked, and Decker trying to get it over. Tries to play it off of the net.
The net giveth and the net taketh away.
So Steve's got cue cards here of like must say these things, and that was like number 1. That's got to be off the hands. Yep, off the hands of the blocker. So here's some of that I like to say intercity rivalry here. So Colby getting boisterous, and you can see both student sections are starting to bark at each other. So far in a playful manner. Wilner, deep corner. Rosita can't hit it with authority.
And that was more on the setter. That ball never really got to her in a good position to take a swing.
Wilner attacking that back line on these serves. Oh, a great dig by Brett, but that was a tough ball for Georgia to try to wrangle down. She had to be 8 feet tall or elevate like Jordan. Colby hanging around, but Abbotsford still in the driver's seat. Great set, tight set though. Georgia, great heads up bump. A little quick set, Sophia. What was that call?
Lift.
Oh, I thought he was saying thy cup. Nope.
Nope.
Here's a set. Oh, did you see that? Big swing by Decker. That's those quick sets. They've been working on that in practice. I only know that because Wade spills the beans to me every day. And you can see that when you're tall, those are very hard to stop, especially in high school ball. Soik. Not gonna go.
Nope.
Point goes back to Colby.
Back within 3. I mean, considering where they were, I mean, it was it was 8-2 at one point.
Yes. Hop, skip, and a serve. Up in the air, Pogoczynski. Good swing by Abbotsford there, and here's a quick set. Oh, Kaya tries to dig it over. Wow, Abbotsford's all out of sorts. Here's a free ball. Can Colby take advantage? Sophia trying to hit it in a soft spot of the defense there. Lydia Carlson looked like she was trying to punch that back into play. She should have. You just got to swing at that. When you're in that position, there's no reason to get cute with it. Just send that ball back over, reset on defense, and see if you can get that offensive ball going again. Brett, she does these little hops and skips. Did anybody call her Thumper yet?
I think you have the influence to make that happen.
What's that?
I think you have the influence here to make that happen.
No, I don't think so. It'd be fun. Hop, skip, and she did that in sand court too. It's fun to watch. She's got a great serve though. Free ball. Brett, excellent pass. Quick set. Vigut! Didn't touch anything. That was that big front up there. Haley Soik leading the charge.
Force her to try and go over and try to get that ball to curl back down.
See, either you got to dink it over or top of her, or you got to angle it. Sophia with a big swing, great spot right in between. That is what Colby needed. 13-14. I mean, I get it. You need every single point, but that play where we had a great pass, excellent set, and an awesome swing and placement, Colby needed that in the worst way. Land in, nope. Almost hits the camera. Libero not going to get fooled on that play.
Almost caught the libero accidentally. I mean, she was ready and she didn't quite get out of the way in time. And
she had, she has great court awareness because you could see she straddled that line and then she checked to see where she was and where that ball was going to go. And she immediately looked at her waistline. Not that time, though.
Oh.
Hits the line. See, that's not when you're so. It's a special privilege to be named libero because not only do you get your own jersey, but you're a defensive specialist. And you can sub in as many as you want, but the first thing is you're a defensive specialist. That means you can clear and cover all bunches of stuff. But it kind of stinks after a while because you kind of are left out on a lonely island back there because everybody wants to play up front. Oh, great recovery by Wilner. Oh, and it sets over by Vigut. That was a double hit. Oh, I thought it was a set. They called it a double hit. So, 14-16. Abbotsford refusing to give up the lead. Vigut! What a set. What a set by this Georgia Weiland. Where did she come from? She is like the hero of this game 3. Can Colby bring it home, though? Off the net. And they're going to say, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It didn't land on the line. R1 saying, I didn't see it. Did you see it? Serve. Thompson gets blocked. Back up in the air. Colby getting right back to work. Finding the soft spot. What a save by Olivia! Here it comes. We're playing scrappy ball now. Olivia finds the soft spot, the big void. Nobody's covering the backside of these blockers. Somebody's got to have that responsibility. So when you're playing like either that back corner or something like that, you've got to cheat up just for a second. Thompson, ball near. There's a set, dead center. Swings to the center, not going to go. Soik sending it over after a little bit of riffraff on the Abbotsford side. Abbotsford with a pass into the net. Great recovery. Pogoczynski sending it over. We got a ball game. Whoa, a delayed hit by Decker. What in the world? But it worked. That's me at sand volleyball court during the summer. Once in a while I swing like that and it always scores a point. You know why? Because nobody knows what the heck is going on.
I don't think that was the plan when she went up in the air, but it worked.
Great set to Olivia. Big swing. Decker gets on it, but it doesn't go to the Colby side. Travel call made. Actually, what is that called? They said
Substitute.
sub. Yeah, that's what I thought. Abbotsford Rowdy. Colby. Just as Rowdy. Serve into the net by Pogajinski. 17-19. Colby not going away. They're going to fight this one tooth and nail. Wilner.
They've definitely played better after that timeout.
Yep. These are important serves right here. You got a nice server. You want to keep her fed. Yeah, it's going to go in! Great swing by Sophia.
And this is like the fourth time Colby's been within one. They've not been able to tie it yet.
This is the fourth time you said?
Fourth time I think they've been within one.
Dang, Steven, you're like a statistician over here. You don't even write it down. Rosita sending it up. Libero bringing it back over. Bolgajinsky's saving it for Abbotsford. Colby trying to see if they can make it pay. And they do.
And they tie it.
First tie of the game, besides being at 0-0. Kennedy Bell's coming alive. She's your new setter. She's been doing back-to-back great sets. Wilner doing some great serves. Bells. Sophia! Olivia getting underneath it. Pogajinski going to feed her right back. Close to the net! Goes over to Hannah Sophia and throws Olivia off guard. 20-19.
I don't think the Colby player even got a hand on that one. That one was pure just tucking in from that.
Yeah, that ball, for the love of gravity, just came down where it wanted to. Free ball for Colby. Oh, it's a back set to nobody. Decker can't get underneath it fast enough. There's your second tie of the game. I can remember numbers too, Steven. Olivia serving for Abbotsford now. Brett wrangling it in. Sophia. Big block by Soik there. Whoa, that's a big swing by Lydia, but it sails out of bounds. 21-20. Oh my word. People at home, if you're not standing up watching these final points, what are you doing? Brush those potato chips off your sweatpants. You gotta watch this game at full force. Pogajinski with a great set there. Oh my gosh! What happened?
Got her for the lift on that second hit.
Lydia Carlson doing some, just did a gentle set over there, and Figu trying to get on top of it, but that was a double hit, you said?
Lift.
Oh. You'll have that. Third tie of the game. Wilner, an uncharacteristic errant ball. Shanks to the right. 22-21. Soik looking to run away. Tight set. Sophia trying to fight at the net. But those chicks are tall. Rosita and Sydney. Cul-de-sac. I butchered that name at the rosters. Did you hear that? Even the coach was like, that was wrong. It was bad. Here's a set. Figu. Big swing. Wrangled in by Pogajinski. Getting right back to work. Back set. I don't know why Bells is back setting and there's nobody there to get it.
That's that court awareness we were talking about earlier.
She thinks that somebody's rotating up there, but they're not. So I don't know if somebody's staying out of position. Game point. Colby needs to make some magic happen. Not going to happen. 25-21. Well, hey. They got another one.
Yeah, they got to win the next two, but Colby's got to be coming in with some confidence. And, Colby's going to come in, they're confident, they came back. Abbotsford's going to have a bit of the, brushing their brow off. Phew, we have survived that.
Yeah, I was to say, what a late surge by Colby. Colby's going to play angry now.
They're going to play angry, and they're going to play as hard as they can because they know, once you get to that last game, a game to 15, you never know what can happen.
Yeah. That's exactly right. So Wade's focusing on Bells, focusing on make sure you know where these sets are going get control of that ball.
And that's
and then that's the best part about Wade is that he keeps it mood light, and every time he gets intense with these girls, those girls are always laughing afterwards, and that's something that's key that I personally learned in volleyball is if you're not laughing and having fun out there, then then you almost want to like just get out of there because if you're not having fun, you're not playing well.
And I think some coaches do forget these are high school kids.
Yes.
In the end, these are high school kids, and I mean you're going to have mistakes. The big question is, as you know, out there is how well do you mitigate the mistakes that are going to happen?
What's that part again?
How well do you mitigate the mistakes that are going to happen?
Yes.
You know, are you going to let them, you know?
Well, I'm not saying. That's what I mean. Like nobody's saying like, hey, act like a bunch of goofballs out there.
No.
And nobody's saying like nobody should get yelled at if you're making reoccurring mistakes, but
you want to do it in a positive manner of this is how, you know, and I even do it in the stuff I coach. This is how you do it right, not why are you doing it wrong.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I think that's something that you could definitely see even with Wade and all the coaches, like grabbing different players saying, no, do it this way, do it this way instead of the way you're doing it. That'll be better.
Yes.
Which is way better than a coach that just comes out and says, why are you guys screwing up? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, that doesn't work with anybody.
No.
I don't even know how Bobby Knight won any games.
Talent?
Yeah.
I mean, talent it's one of those things, coaching goes both ways. Coaching can make up for a lack of talent, and talent can make up for a lack of coaching.
But kids wanted to play for him, and he was throwing chairs at people.
Kids wanted to win national championships.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, it's amazing what kids will put up with when you're winning.
What's that now?
It's amazing what kids will put up with when you're winning.
Unbelievable, huh?
No, Abby has the serve this time.
Let's hear it up for these line judges. It is not an easy job. One, you got to find a plain white shirt that isn't stained. And number two, you got to find black pants that are presentable and not sweatpants. In.
That one just, again, kind of sailed on Wilner, and she just couldn't quite get it forward.
Pass by Thompson. Oh, and an errant set, and Kaya getting big, but she bumps against the net.
She actually went over the net. She never touched the net, but when she pushed it over.
And then when she was coming down, she hit that bottom part with her elbow. Kaya with a nice spot there. Abbotsford not fooled. Thompson, great saving. Vigo trying to do just a miraculous hit over the top. 3-0. Abbotsford.
And you can tell right now Abbotsford does not want to let this one go 5.
It doesn't want to let it go 5?
Yep. So they're playing with that instinct of,
In! Vigo finally getting through that big front of Abbotsford, getting a point on the board.
And again, it was that finesse. It was that placement shot, finding that open spot along the sideline.
Yes.
And they wonder if they start doing more of that as they've had some issues getting through the blocks.
This Abbotsford squad, they got big chicks. Like, I'm surprised they're not blocking more. Vigo tries to save it. And then Wilner trying to send it over by punching at it, but it doesn't quite go over. 1-4. Lydia Carlson serving. Thompson trying to do a big swing, but the net blocks the ball. Abbotsford fandom, they're barking something over there, and they are excited for it. Ball up in the air, and it must be her birthday. Valdecek just crushing it. You can't do those gimme balls like that. You got to get that under control. Here comes another one, out of bounds.
And that's one that a good team will make you pay for.
Yes.
And you saw it there with Valdecek just going up and just
Kawanka.
Yep. That's the best way to put it.
Good pass by Thompson. Here it comes. Back row, the libero all over it. Strike from the mid-court there, and wow, number 8, Sydney Faldasek again. Getting big on the front net.
Now we see a mid-rally substitution. Don't see those too often in volleyball. With Kaylee Garcia coming in. I think it's her first time in.
She did a little bit on the second game. But yeah, for this one, yes, this is her first time coming into this set right here. Oh, she tries to dig underneath it. Oh. She needed a touch more extension, but that was going to be a tough ball. When you're in that corner and you're going to see that cut, you got to take that step up. Know that line is behind you. If it gets above your shoulders, you just let it go. You got to take that step forward up. Oh! Garcia just touches it. It sails over her head. Brett can't get a hold of it, and she's going to rotate out, and they're bringing in Wilner. Said enough of that. All right, so here's the pass. Set. Kaya playing big. She's got to snap that wrist a little bit. Oh, no goal on the block. Went right into the net. 2-10.
About the point where Colby was last game. See if they have another big run in them.
Here's the set to the outside. Olivia dunks it over the top of the blockers. Brett right there. Send it back over. Abbotsford gets right back to work. There's a set to Wilner. Great spot, and that lands in. Touchdown. See that? Nope. No!
Yes.
Out!
Well, line judge down here had the call.
Oh!
And Colby's going to take a timeout.
Gosh darn it.
We'll take it with them. 11-2 Abbotsford looking to close it up. We'll be back right after this.
Forward being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit, as most companies are. So we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
All right, welcome back.
I'm back, baby. And you're back, too. Who's the commercial now?
Forward Bank.
Ah, man, how many banks are you going to talk about in here? We had Nicolay, we had the one before, we had Forward Bank.
Yep.
They do, you see their building in Marshfield? It's like Trump Tower in Chicago. That thing just towers over everything. They do great stuff, though. Like, you want to talk about an institution that does a lot of community building? Forward Bank does great work. I love working with those guys.
They're going to be at the football game tomorrow night.
Yes. They're going to do 2 trash can tosses. Yes. All right, here we go. Abbotsford looking to build his lead. Colby looking to get back into the game. Wilner with a big swing. Point Colby.
Not in the net. Oh, over the net.
Here we go, 3-11.
I think you at least want to get to 7, I would say, here. At least get the game close.
You heard it here. Steven's hot take. Oh my gosh! He's 3 points away from 7. All right, Steven, I'm going to leave you go solo on this one for a little bit. I'm going to get the little tight something. Do you want anything?
I'm good.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, as Abbotsford gets it, they're going to bring it up into the middle. That one's sent down! Right as Colby maybe getting a little bit of momentum right there in the middle. That is Olivia Hamill putting that one down nice and close. As we see Coach Omakin yelling in from the sideline. Soft, short serve. That'll get into the middle. We hear near side tip up, no. And you're starting to see things kind of get out of shape there for the Hornets. 13-4. Back across back line, knocked up. Bringing it back towards the middle. That'll just be sent into the net. Another point, Abbotsford. Abbotsford up 10, 14-4. And you got to start wondering if this one is just getting away from Colby a little bit. Another low serve. That one's going to be sent right back over. Be kept in play. Back towards the middle. They tip it over the block point. And Abbotsford really just being able to get their offense going. And Colby needs to find an opportunity. They try and get a little sneaky, send it over. It doesn't work. They're going to set it here near side. That one goes high and over. But it'll be able to be saved. That one blocked back. Good save there. Come up. They're just going to have to send it. Getting it back into the middle. Set. Tip it down. Up, down, point. Actually, the follow-up, the violation on the lift on the ball in that first hit, they call from the officials 16-4. Another low serve. That one miscommunication point, Abby. Back here, it is 9. Bridget Pogodzinski with this good run of serve, and now both teams starting to sub in some players we haven't seen yet. Sydney Affelbeck will come in. She's going to play in the middle now. Get some rest for some of the starters. As they've been out in this formation for a long time. That one tips straight up in the air. Affelbeck digs it out. Setting far side. That one up. That was going to head towards the net. Tip back over. And giving Colby a chance to set. They're going to send that one back line. We're going to get a violation in the net. And Colby finally breaks the run. 6-point run for Abbotsford. Really running away with this one. And now really it's don't make any major mistakes if you're Abbotsford. That one comes up. They're going to set it back into the middle. That one's going to come back across. In the middle. Sent deep out the back point. Abbotsford 18-5. Seeing some substitutions from Colby, I think trying to keep bodies fresh as they're not able to kind of do some of the normal substitutions you get on the rotation. The serve goes into the net, break for Colby. 18-6. As that one pop back up into the inside. That one's going to come down. Great dig there. It's going to come towards the net. Knock back down. Point Abbotsford.
What did I miss?
A lot of Abbotsford points.
Oh my God. What? It wasn't this. What happened?
Just honestly, it isn't that Colby has been playing all that, I didn't make mistakes or anything. It's just that Abbotsford has found their groove again, and they are just absolutely punishing Colby on the kills.
Oh no. What in the world?
It's, and again, we bring it up a lot, but a lot of those 50-50 balls are going the other direction too.
Okay.
You've seen a lot of those balls, two players come up and it comes down on Colby's side, stuff like that.
I gotcha.
But no, I think honestly Colby they're going to need some good strong serving coming up if they can get it back.
Okay, so that's, you said they need it at 7. I see they're at 6.
Yeah, no, they did not quite get there. That was including a couple mistakes by Abbotsford.
So the next thing that's got to happen here.
Whoa! Oh.
My fault. So they weren't supposed to serve yet, huh?
No, the whistle was for the substitution and not the serve. And I think the libero 16. Fuentes.
Yeah, Fuentes. Oopsie daisy. Oh, Decker with a big swing. Bell's trying to recover it, but Aaron passes.
There again, one of those 50-50. Both players go up, and it's just going Abbotsford's way right now.
Man, oh man. So, yeah, the crowd's like, let's play football. And Abbotsford's like, yeah, it's tomorrow. Big swing. Abbotsford just, yeah, they are just in full dominance of that front.
And
what a nice save there by Bells. Great set off the hands of the blocker, and that's going to be a point, Colby.
Well, see if they can keep the ball for a while, keep and serve, and they're going to send Brett Schmidt back. So, I mean, one of your better servers.
Here we go. Can Brett rattle off 13 points? Oh, what a great heads-up play by Vigut. The ball was popped up by Carlson, and Vigut with an immediate reaction. She makes it look easy. Those are hard. You gotta like fully trust that ball was still gonna be there when you jump up and you're ready to swing at those. Oh, big blocks. Abbotsford trying to quell these points here. Colby knocks it into the net. 8:21 now.
And those are the kind of mistakes that Colby couldn't afford.
No. They scratched and clawed their way to get to those two to make it 8. In the meantime, Abby adding on to their lead. Good serve. Great set. Good spike. 9:21.
So again, you talked about that short little set earlier. They went back to it there, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, and then what was her name? Georgia. She's not back out there doing those quick little small sets. Oh, big swing! Lydia Carlson. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up.
Seeing some more new faces coming in.
For Abbotsford?
Abbotsford 12, Kaylee
Roosh. They hosted the dairy breakfast this year and did a fantastic job for the Abbey FFA. I took pictures there and I shotgunned a lot of pancakes.
Best part of those are the pancakes.
Oh my gosh. And the cows.
Yes.
Oh, taking and dunking. Faldasek catching Colby defense napping. 10-23.
And that's that awareness to be able to see that as you're going up and make that adjustment to go with that soft little lob rather than the hard hit.
Absolutely. Oh, she got real quiet. Wow, so Bells was like, I got it. And then she's like, nope. And I caught Sophia off guard.
That had some spin to it. I mean, that definitely kind of ate
Those
her
are
up
tough.
a little.
They kind of stink.
Match point.
Here we go, Abbotsford trying to say goodnight to this game. Nice quick set. Vigut. Great swing. Here comes Abbotsford. That was Roosh. And that was a Wilner hit, and no touchy on the blocky. And there you go. And that concludes that game. Actually, is that the whole entire thing?
The whole entire thing.
And it's all done.
Abbotsford wins 3 in a row to close it out.
Yeah, Colby came out strong. Said, welcome to Dick Gunnarsson Memorial Gymnasium, Abbotsford. And then Abbotsford just walloped them in game 2. And then game 3, that was close.
Game 3 was close, and then game 4 just completely got away.
It got away from Colby a little bit because, you fight tooth and nail to get that game back, and then you lose by a few points, and it's hard to rebound from something like that. But then you can see what great support by the seniors here. Even the coach is like, can I run through there? So Abbotsford dominates the battle between Colby and Abbotsford. Here come the girls. They're not as enthused at this time, but you know it's a nice little round of support right there. That's a great core of seniors, a great student body doing the mad pyramid or whatever you want to call it.
It'll be interesting to see as Colby gets into conference play. You know, Culver Belt not necessarily a strong volleyball conference.
No.
Right now.
No.
That see them get a chance to recover a bit, get a chance to get some confidence back after a tough start to the year. I mean, they did it Tuesday against Spencer. I mean, they dominated Spencer.
Yes.
Obviously, Spencer a little rusty. They had about 2.5 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
But be interesting to see when they get into, you know, the Loyals and the, as Scranton doesn't have it, but like the Loyals, the Owen Withies that have never quite had a strong program, see if they can get that confidence back and get set for playoffs. I mean,
Yes.
really, it's all about what happens at the end of the year.
That's what I mean. Like, you learn from these regular season games, and you see what you can do, get ready for it. Wade, let's get him in this depressed moment. All right, hold on now.
Oh, it's nice and quiet in here all by myself here. Yeah, I like it.
Should be able to hear him there.
Oh, nope.
Wait, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear.
So normally we want to talk to the winning squad, but we'll talk to you. Hey, so what's that, Preston? No. Hey, you gotta stay here. You can't wear your cleats on. Take your cleats off then. You can't wear them on the court.
This is good TV.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so Wade, you guys, that first game, phenomenal.
Second game.
No, I thought you won the first one.
No, we won the second one.
Okay, that second game was phenomenal.
I know, right?
I was watching.
So good.
I know. So what did Abbotsford do to adjust, or what happened with Colby where the adjustments weren't made? What happened?
So in the second game or in the third game? Because the second game was beautiful.
Yes.
We executed our plan. We got our rotation where we wanted it. We got some tall girls. I don't know if you've noticed.
Thompson.
So tall. And she's a freshman.
Yes.
So tall.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed, but how many spikes did number 5 have on the left-hand side tonight?
Hardly any.
I would say none. Right on the nose.
So there you go.
We blocked really well. The girls transitioned really well. We got quicker hitting attacks out of our front row. And we just failed to do that on the other first, third, and fourth game there. We just did not get our I don't know, the quickness to our setting game and our offense just slowed down is what it was. And so we got the ball hung up a little bit too high. They transitioned, they blocked really well, and they're really scrappy on defense. But Colby was much taller, and you got to see it. We blocked so well. So it's
you can tell Wade was working on blocking at practice.
Oh, it's so good. So don't take none of this is. This was a fantastic game. The girls are frustrated because they lost. It doesn't matter what. They learned something tonight. Like, they learned a blocking lesson on it. And
meaning, like, what's the blocking lesson? Like,
blocking
you need
lesson.
to do it?
So if you think of it as like, if I've got a big board, right?
Yes.
And you got a big board. And if we stand a couple feet apart, there's a hole between that board.
There is.
Right? So let's jump and let's put our boards together.
Yeah.
Nobody gets through. It's hard to do when you're tall and you're running around.
Yes.
And that's what we worked on to get these girls, both of their block wall faced in the right direction.
That was to say, once they had those hands cupped and they were corralling that block, they had a that was like wasn't it Vigood and Decker or Vigood and Thompson? That was those were good pairings.
Yeah, it was. Well, Vigood and Decker would be opposite each other. Those are our two middles off of it, but having Kaya Vigut and Thompson right next to each other, that is a wall. Like that, it was just beautiful tonight.
It's a wall.
Nice square. They closed the gap. She didn't set in on the outside. They recognized that the outside hitter only hit basically cross off of it, just chewed her up. And she was tipping. She doesn't like tipping. She hits a ton of balls. And when she came out of the middle, we usually have that single block out. She crushed some. So she's a very athletic girl. She really hits the ball well. And for us to shut her down on the outside, total win. I'll just take that. That's all I wanted to see, and we got that done. It was beautiful.
That's great. Say, real quick, tell me about Georgia Weiland.
Georgia
Number
Weiland.
3.
Yeah.
She had those great, quick little sets out there.
Well, that's how the offense should perform. All right. So you want your setters to lure in the middle blocker. All right. So if I set the ball really high in the middle, both of the outsides can come in and block my middle. So you could, in theory, have 3 people coming in to block the middle. All right.
Hi, Chihuahua.
But if I set really short, and I'm the hitter, and the setter knows that, we're going to shut that real short, you're only going to have usually a single blocker. And when we got that executed, when our passing game let it happen, because you can't do it on a bad pass. If you're standing on the 10-foot line, you ain't setting that ball short. You get a good pass and you set it short, there's not enough time to react. And when you got just a single block and you hit the corners, it's hard to defend. And when we got that done, that ball was down every single time.
Absolutely.
So that's the next step. Obviously blocking was fantastic tonight.
I know you're super jacked.
Hitting quicker is going to be the thing, because once you can establish a middle quick, it makes your middle on the defensive side just sit there. She can't go anywhere. So when you set a ball on the outside, now she's like, oh, I guess the middle did get the ball. Now she's usually late. And that was what was happening on that second game. If you noticed, most of our hitters weren't hitting really drastic angles. They were hitting the ball straight. Well, the reason they could do that is that middle blocker was late, and they were hitting right between the 2 boards. Like they were a foot apart, hit it right down the seam, and nobody stands behind that seam, and that's why we won that second game. And as soon as we went away from not bringing that ball to the middle, then that middle blocker just roamed. Oh, it's going out here. I'll be there. Ball's really high in the middle. Oh, I'll go over here. And you bring a whole bunch of people in. And that's what slowed us down for the other ones. So
did you get that, Steven? You were wondering, what happened?
Once we fix that, they're going to be absolutely fantastic. Those are easy fixes, but it's all a progression game at this point. So as long as the girls are learning, none of this matters yet.
Oh, okay. Well, Steven, did you want to ask him? Otherwise, I was going to ask him 2 more.
Kind of talking a bit, your role as a coach when things aren't going well. Obviously, especially like in that fourth game, things kind of came off the rails a little bit. Not so much in the timeouts, but like during play, what are you doing from the bench to try and get those girls?
And so, obviously I'm just helping up here, but on a normal progression off of it, when things are going sour, it's I don't know if much you guys play golf. Like, I don't like golf. But
I hate golf.
Exactly.
But I love to do it.
But you get out there, and it's a physical demanding game, but there's 5-year-olds that can hit a golf ball pretty far. So you don't have to be super athletic. But you got to have confidence in what you're doing. And it's establishing confidence. When things are going sour, it's establishing that confidence to come back into it. And so getting a quick side out, usually that gets a little bit of enthusiasm, but it's like riding a bike. If you are shaky and you're not riding really fast, you fall off the bike. You jump on that bike and you're going relatively fast, you keep your stability relatively easy. That's the way, you've got to get those girls back into the motion. Like, hey, we do this in practice. This is how I hit. This is how we set.
Repetition,
this
instinct.
is how we pass.
Yeah.
Yep, just get back to some sort of confidence just to get them back focused. But once they start looking at the scoreboard, once you get down like that, if you fall to that scheme, so you want to see progression. We want to see the girls learn a skill and have confidence in it. And then next time we need to lean on it, be like, hey, we know we can do it. Remember this game. Lean on that.
Remember the boards.
Exactly. remember the Abbey game when we blocked them really well. And those are the things you got to fall back. And you can bring those up as the season gets later on. Those are the things that, you're down in a game and be like, hey, remember that game, that we played against Edgar and we beat those guys. Remember that game we played against Abbotsford. Get back to our basics, all right? Remember how we're blocking. Remember how we're passing. Remember how we're setting. And it's just getting the repetition back.
Absolutely.
Ride the bike.
Anything else, Steven?
A bit too. Taking that confidence out of that second game, and also a bit in that third game, kind of being able to make that big comeback and make it a game. How much does that allow you to kind of talk to the girls and say, hey, you can do this when we put everything together? And how much of that are you guys going to take into practice Monday, or maybe if you have practice over the weekend, and say, hey, you guys did this. Do this more often. I mean, is that
Right?
kind of what
Well,
you're thinking?
that's yes, and it's little steps. Just trying to getting the, we want to learn setting quicker. We want to learn where the middles are going to be coming out, where the locations that they're going to be hitting. It's basically just trying to get a little bit of confidence in small steps. You break this out into too big of an overview picture, they don't grasp it. Like, it's just small little snippets, and just trying to pick up one positive point. You're like, hey, I think you finally figured it out. If you noticed on our first game, on our back left rotation, on a couple of the girls, they're standing behind the block. All right,
Yes.
so if we've got two players blocking on the opposite side in the front right corner, they're blocking the left side hitter. That's usually where the ball was going. If you stand behind the block, the only way you're going to get the ball is if it's bounced over the top of the block. Or if you stand right off their shoulder, the only way you're going to get it is that if it ricochets off the hands. But if you can get into the open gap on the other side of the block to make sure you can see where the ball's coming at you, you pass really well.
Yes.
Those tiny little corrections in game, they're like, all right, I'll just stand further over. But they don't grasp the idea of why.
Yes.
It's like points on a map. It's not. It's the idea of why I wanted to go there. And those are the things that you'll take into, like, we practice at 6:30 tomorrow morning. That's where they're going to stand, and I'm going to hit them in the face with some balls. And that's what they got to learn, is that these tiny little snippets, that's the correction. And if we would have pulled together our passing a little bit better, and if we would have got a little bit more quicker on our offense, we would have won all of them. They played so well when they had that flowing for them.
Yeah, and that's part of like what I was talking about, Steven, like when those blocks went up and then they were just dinking it right over the top. It's like somebody should feel like they naturally want to fill that area. But like everybody, like what Wade was saying, sometimes you're used to like, well, this is where I stand, this is my spot.
Right.
But you're right, it's like it's getting used to the ebbs and flows of the game and knowing that I need to stand here because the ball's going to be coming here.
Yes. It's you can put little kids out there and play baseball. All right, run to this base, run to that base. All right, steal
Put
this
the
base.
tee up.
Hit it. That's exactly right. But they don't know why they're doing the stuff. And then you put somebody that's played all Little League. He's played high school. He played college. He played professional. Those guys know the game. Like, there's a flow to the game. It's not just black, white, A, B, A, B. There's an ebb and flow, and trying to teach them the little hints or the things that make you learn the game instead of just standing in the game. Those are the things that's all we need to teach them. Literally. None of the X's and O's.
I need to teach them 10 years worth of
Exactly.
instinct.
We need them to get better, so then we have somebody to play against or somebody to play with, for later in the season. So,
Well, if Steven, do you have?
I'm good.
All right, so let's do last two questions. What is upcoming game for Colby? Where are they going?
oh, I don't have my phone. I should really know that. That looks bad, does it?
So what's your focus here? Is like it sounds like you're using the regular season as building the confidence and the instinct, and you're just going to get ready. That's what you're focused on, is just making sure these gals are ready for postseason.
Right, and I'm coaching the JV2 team, so my focus is always, I don't care, like, our girls are undefeated. That doesn't matter at all. Like, that doesn't matter at all to us. But as long as we learn something new each game and each practice, they're progressively getting better, and that's all that really matters. And even on the JV team, is that it's a progression. These are the steps to get better. And then it's not like, well, we're on varsity, we know everything. There's so much extra stuff. There's so many extra tips. There's so many errors, but you can't dwell on all of them because you'll overwhelm them and nobody will have any fun.
Yeah.
So it's still got to be fun, and you just take small little snippets. So it is a learning progression. So us learning during the regular season, getting to the playoffs, and being the best team we are, but it's literally about these girls learning the game. And if they learn the game, they'll like the game. If they don't like what they're doing and they're just standing out there, you're not going to be very good.
No, and you're not going to enjoy if you're not enjoying yourself, then you don't play well.
No, and if you just lean on athletic ability, you're like, all right, I can jump really high. You're not going to be really good.
Well, that's
kind of
like the Spencer Rocket team. Like, they're tall.
Exactly.
But if you don't have
They had good mechanics. It's you got to be able to pass the ball. They couldn't pass the ball. They couldn't line up their offense.
Yeah.
So if you can't pass, you don't get to hit. You don't get to do anything fun.
Yes.
And then all you sit there and just get shelled for blocking. same thing. It's all little snippets, just trying to get a little bit better.
Absolutely.
But it's, which one do you start with? We got the blocking. It was fantastic tonight. So now we'll go on to middle hitting probably, and then we'll do some outside. So it's little stuff.
It's going to be fun.
By the way, your next game, Monday, Stratford.
Here?
And guess who else will be here on Monday?
You guys are?
We will be.
All right. Hey! That's even better.
All right. All right, so Wade, last question. First game, you had jeans on, decent-looking shorts, no hat. This game, you're in your cargo pants, there's cargo shorts, you're wearing a baseball cap. What is there kind of like an attire rule here?
Let me tell you about my day. I've had a day.
I've had a day.
A day. So I started out my day at about 2 in the morning. We finished our fantasy draft because we had work in Rockford, Illinois, at a meeting until about 8, 9 o'clock. And then we drafted and got all our football stuff done at 2 in the morning. Woke up at, 6 this morning, finished my meeting in Rockford at noon, rushed all the way back here just to make it in time for our game for the JV2. So this is what I've been wearing since yesterday.
You've been wearing the Colby volleyball shirt since
No.
yesterday?
So my wife, bless her heart, ran to designer advertising. Some beautiful work. They got it done. I'm like,
oh, nice.
Honey, I literally just jumped in the truck. I'm going to be 2 minutes early to my game. I'm like, I got like a junky shirt on, some shorts on. She's like, oh, I got a fancy shirt for you.
Oh,
so
shout out to Ariel.
I agree. Like, you should be dressed up, like showing, but I was just glad I made it.
Well, I did say to Steven, I'm like, that's probably his power suit, because that's like, that is your attire.
It is,
Like, this is what you're wearing when you're going out to dominate the day.
Yeah, no khakis
we
for
were
this
just
guy.
giving you a hard time, that's all. All right, any other shout-outs you want to do quick?
Really, if any of the girls get to listen to it, they did absolutely fantastic tonight. Nobody should be hanging their head on this whatsoever, and hand it to the Abbotsford coaches. They've got a heck of a team there, and specifically John and Cody really pulling some work over there. The JV team won and the JV2 team won, but they had some reductions in their roster. So the JV2 team had to play at the end with 5. Because somebody got hurt on the JV team, they ended up playing with 4 for a while.
Wow.
And had to play with 5. And those are the girls that want to play. You don't just give up. You play through that. That's absolutely commendable. And so hand it to both of those JV coaches from Abbotsford for pushing those girls through that
Big
stuff.
shout out.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So those are the ones that like that game. You don't, if you don't like the game, you don't play with 5.
Then you get out of here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So absolutely fantastic. So just a great performance tonight. Just came up a little bit short, but man, we blocked good. Oh, it was so good.
We blocked good. Manja.
Oh, it was so good. So proud of the girls.
Well, Wade, I'll let you get back to your, so you can wind down.
Yep.
I got to run my kid home. He ate his dinner of 3 bites of mac and cheese and a whole bag of Skittles.
Oh, I didn't even have lunch. I didn't have lunch.
I didn't either.
Oh, I'm going to get me a Whopper.
Do you have anything bigger than 20 chicken McNuggets?
That's right. Just nothing spicy.
Put the whole chicken in there.
Yep. More chicken.
All right, well, hey, good job. Glad you're coaching. Looks like you're having fun out there.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Go take a shower.
All right. I'm going to go get some McNuggets.
Hey, there you go. All right, that was Wade Olmican, your C team coach? JV coach. Sorry, not C team. Your JV2 coach. There we go. I'll take that from you. Well, did you get enough there, Steven?
I think we did.
There we go. All right, well, if there's nothing else that you want to do for wrap-up?
Well, wrap up quick, because if I'm not mistaken, there's a pretty big football game a few miles north of here tomorrow.
How many people are listening right now? Do you know?
I don't have it up.
All right, well, anyway, hey, the game of the, not century, the game of the century was last year when they first played, but game of the year. I believe it's game of the week for several institutions that cover sports, if I'm not mistaken. There was one where I can't remember who did the voting. They had 3 other pairings. Colby and Abby ran away with it. They just crushed it. But anyway, Abbotsford, 2nd year in a row, hosting the Battle for the Can. So this is a rivalry that got re-sparked. These two teams haven't played each other since the late 60s, early 70s, and they played for the very first time last year when Colby joined the Merriwood, leaving the Culver Belt, going into the Merriwood. And this is the funny thing. It's less than 2 miles that separate our two towns. Like, it's an overpass. So it's absurd that they never played against each other. And we've always been perennial favorites. We have a long streak for playoff appearances, but Abbotsford in the last 8 seasons has become a powerhouse of their own. And not surprising with coming up the way that the season has been, Colby is number 2 in the state, Abbotsford number 5. Hard on their heels. So the first time they played each other for that can last year, it was 44-6. Colby just physicality just outplayed them. Big line, shoved everybody out of the way. Now this time, Abbotsford, they reloaded a little bit. They got some returning juniors from that stellar team last year that went deep into the playoffs, and there's the smell is in the air that this might be a different kind of game, and Colby might not get the easy win. But yeah, they're battling for the can. Steve, have you ever seen the can?
I have. I was there last year.
Yeah, did you, like up close though? Did you see it up close?
I did.
Did you smell it? Touch it?
I did not smell it.
It's awesome. It is just like everything you would expect for a traveling trophy.
You know,
it gives you the goosebumps just looking at it.
More games need those kind of things.
Yeah, so not to get too into it, as soon as I found out that Colby was playing Abbotsford, after I flipped out for about an hour, I was flipping cars over. I was so excited. So then I collected myself, and that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, we need a traveling trophy. Why doesn't more schools have that? You know what I mean?
The only other one in the area I know of is Medford Mosinee play for the cheese grater.
They chased that. That's a great one.
That's a great one.
And then
Other than
Wausau
that,
had one for a while with the log.
They have the log. That's not happening this year.
I know, because one won 8-man, didn't they, or
East
something?
won 8 player.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
too bad.
That is one of the. I wish I was there tomorrow, but.
Well, in spirit you will be.
I will be.
And
in
you
spirit.
can watch the highlights.
Well, no, I'll have it on my desk. I'll have it on my little table at Spencer tomorrow.
Oh, well, fantastic. Well, that's good. But yeah, it's great. I loved how the teams responded when I first introduced that can to both squads, and both teams looked like they were ready to run through a wall. And the way that this trophy is revered in the school, like Coach Hagan told me that he was going to have that down in the locker room starting today and into tomorrow, so the kids can see it. They're going to travel with it, like it's going to be on their bus, and just like the Paul Bunyan axe, it sits on their sideline. So if Abbotsford wants that trophy, they literally have to go through Colby to get it.
Both on the field and on the sideline. That's
That's what I mean. So like last year, we kept it neutral, like it was in the back end zone. So whoever won, they could just race to it. But now that the dynamic has started where you get possession of this all year round, then we came to that consensus is like whoever has it, that sits on their sideline. You do your handshakes, and then you just run through and you go to that opposite sideline. Or if you win and you're Colby, you just walk right back, put it back on the bus, brag about it some more. But yeah, if anybody wants to check out, I made a hype video. It's on YouTube, and I posted it it'll be on the Hornets Nest tonight on Facebook. I did a little hype video about the can. Give you the goosebumps.
And if it's okay, we'll be sharing that to our social media tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man, if you think it's good enough to go on your social media platform, I'd love that. I'd love that.
Yeah, and that's one of 3 big games we got tomorrow.
Yeah, what are the other 2 you're going to be doing?
We got Battle of Unbeatens in the Great Northern, Medford and Rhinelander.
Whoa, Rhinelander's undefeated?
They're undefeated. Medford's undefeated in conference so far.
Oh, I see.
Medford coming off, they had a kid set the school record for rushing yards, 321 yards on 31 carries.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
That kid's a monster.
And then a matchup team that's going to be coming in on a grudge match. Spencer ruined Amherst's perfect season last year. Amherst coming to Spencer tomorrow.
Dude, I can tell you what, they're going to be better.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. That's going to be a great game. And then, I don't know, how has Spencer been faring the last 2 games?
They're looking a little better. But Spencer, they're a little down this year. They graduated a lot of talent last year. They got a lot of young talent.
Yes.
That's going to... couple of years, that's going to be a formidable team.
They'll be right back at it.
And Coach Gorst always has them prepared. So it's not a team that's going to make a lot of mental mistakes. But.
Well, that's what I always hear from like other coaches, that Gorst is very revered. So even if they're down right now, it ain't going to last long.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would say that Spencer, I think they sneak out a win.
They're going to want to do it again because, I mean, that was the
That's
big
what I'm saying.
hype.
Like, the will to win, the thrill for competition, that will summon the skill set out of anybody.
And this will actually, if I'm not mistaken, be Amherst's first time on grass this year.
That's got to be a factor.
It's going to be a factor. And
oh, my God, what are cleats?
and I drove past Spencer, and that grass is a little longer than they normally have it.
Oh, you know why?
Slow them down a little bit.
That's what I mean. People have, there's been comments of like, Colby, you got to mow your grass. Well, some kids like that taller grass, but some are like, it's too tall. But yeah, man, what a great time for football.
Oh.
So stay tuned to On Focus. If you want to follow the Colby Abbotsford game, I'm telling you, that will be fun to watch, but it sounds like there's going to be like plenty of other fun ones. But yeah, stay tuned to On Focus.
So have one on you have your favorite on the TV, have one on the iPad, one on the phone, all right there.
Yes,
You can watch
I was
all
about
three.
I was about to say, like, you could load up the TV, have your phone rolling, and then you have like a tablet going. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that Colby Abbey game. Like, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'll just be nonstop thinking about that thing.
Yeah, I'm excited for all three. I mean,
which one are you going to again?
I've got Spencer Amherst tomorrow.
Oh, good for you.
So, yep, that one. And then, Medford, Rhinelander, that's always a good game no matter the sport. So,
sure. The Hodags.
The Hodags coming down. But, yeah, it's going to be a crazy day of football. There is so many good matchups across the area.
Well, fantastic. Well, they're shutting the doors on us. Steve, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. I'm going to wrap up here.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right, cool. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning into On Focus. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Stephen, for giving me the opportunity. If you want to hear more about the stuff I do, just visit The Hornet's Nest. We're on Facebook, The Hornet's Nest, and if you can find my stuff on YouTube at Matt Wisconsin. Yeah, that's right. My last name is the state.